I was close to closing on my first investment property, a duplex located in Palm Bay, Florida. Since it was an hour away from where I lived, I decided that getting a property manager would be the best option. I found 3 4.9 to 5 star rated ones located in Palm Bay using Google and called each. I had prepared a list of questions that came straight from the BiggerPockets website. These questions ranged from asking how they approve tenants, how they handle repairs, and what their monthly rate was. After getting a feel for each of the managers, I thought about each of their responses. One of the managers had a lower property management rate than the others by a few percentage points. I decided that since they had high reviews and were the cheapest, that I would go with them. The manager also seemed to be able to answer all of the questions I had. I called back and arranged to meet with her at the property. My dad also happened to be there. Since he was an investor in the property, he had a vested interest in meeting the property manager. The meeting went well. I was told that the currently white duplex should be painted blue since it is increasingly popular with tenants and would look nice. The property manager also said that she knew contractors and handymen who could fix up the right unit since it was damaged and filled with trash and mold. Once the units were fixed, the manager would begin the application process. Several months later, and tens of thousands of dollars spent, the units were finally ready for a tenant. We got them rented and I finally started producing enough to allow the rents to pay for the mortgage. It seemed that everything was going great, except for one thing. I began to feel that I didn't really understand what was happening with my properties. I was using the manager's rental app called Loop. Even though I was provided numbers on how the rentals were doing, it never felt like these units were under my control. I figured that this was just because the property was located so far away from where I lived. A year after the property was rented, nothing major really happened. Tenants who signed a year lease left after a few months and I was alerted that the neighbor was using my water. This prompted me to turn off my vacant unit's water. The new tenant eventually came in and had no water since I forgot that I had turned it on. Other than that, the first year was smooth sailing, for the moment.